on today?
Yeah, we got Sigsy with us.
Sigsy in the
Thanks for
house.
joining us.
Thanks for being
Hey,
our
if you guys
second official guest.
you stream on YouTube mostly, right? Okay. Okay, cool. Well,
I
for
hear
anybody that's
YouTube's a pretty
joining,
good streaming service right now too.
yeah, there's probably way less streamers on YouTube also, which makes it easier.
Less of a market to fight
Dude,
against.
there's just so many streamers on Twitch. But yeah, if you guys haven't checked out Sigsy86 on YouTube, please go do that. I'll be dropping the link in the chat at some point.
At some point, if he earns
Maybe
it.
I can make a command for it, or I could you can actually set up like a night bot to throw links in like every 10 minutes too. I'll have to do something
Really?
like that soon. Yeah, that's pretty cool. You can like every have it like set your like whatever your Twitter link every 10 minutes for you.
Alright, well,
Yeah.
the future comes by faster and faster every day.
You think
I'm
that's
waiting
futuristic?
but
Actually,
dude,
that is
I'm waiting for the biochip, dog. I'm putting that in my brain the second it comes out.
you're gonna be the guinea pig,
Oh yeah.
get it for free, and then have some
Yep.
weird, then just become a vegetable for the rest of your life.
And then people can hack into my brain and give me a boner on command. Yeah, the G spot's in my brain now. Oh, well, I'll start with like my week real quick, just because I got a couple little things. Uh, so I've been playing Miles Morales, Spider-Man. I downloaded it because I thought it was gonna start the full game on me, and then I could choose to do Miles Morales whenever I wanted, because I've never played the original before. And it is the Spider-Man game, the combat's pretty simple, it's just like Arkham or whatever. The masterpiece of the Spider-Man game, which I don't know if you guys have played it or not, is the fucking web swinging, dude.
Oh yeah.
It is the best part about that game for sure. I could spend probably hours just swinging around on my fucking webs. I did that for a while. I've been replaying Ghost of Tsushima again, which is it's a thing. I just have to. I have to kill a bunch of Mongols every once in a while. I haven't played any more ranked matches on DNF Fighters or DNF Duel because people are still stomping my ass on unranked. So I'm still gonna let them hit their tiers before I go through the whole ranked thing. What else happened this week? Everyone's dying at my job but me. So I'm basically picking up all these hours right
Sounds
now.
like fun.
Yeah, that's what happens when all of your coworkers are like elderly people, you know? Like they're busting their ass super hard in that bakery like every single day. And Georgia O'Keefe O'Neill. You can say first names, right? Like I've
I
heard
don't
tons
think
of
it's a
people
huge
say first
I don't think it's
names.
a huge deal.
Yeah. Like he's had a heart attack like in the actual bakery before from being overworked in there. And now he had to go emergency room a couple days ago. Another one of my elderly coworkers is having like diabetes problems right now, and it's pretty much just like me and the one other younger person like there the whole time. It's just weird. I'm hitting this weird precipice of everyone just getting older, I guess. I don't know. It's just how it be. And that's my week. Yeah, I'm actually the youngest here, I think. Elliot's a few months older than I am.
Yeah, no, it's still not quite there yet, but getting close. Like I am starting to feel the difference between 20 and almost 27 now. Because
Yeah, when I
I
was
just
20, I could like drink like 30 beers and wake up the next day without a hangover. And now I'll drink like 6 beers and I'm like, oh, this was a mistake.
Right? No, the hangovers definitely change, and they last longer too now. Because I feel like when I get hungover now, it's like it lasts like 3 days. Like
No, stop it. Stop being too real. I'm
yeah.
probably gonna get pretty turned today. I think that's my plan. So if you're streaming later and I'm joining you, it's probably gonna be like last week where I just got blasted
Yeah,
during
you
the
you were
middle.
you were lit up. We were playing Minecraft with some random
I
people, and you were like
couldn't
you were
even
getting
play Minecraft.
you were getting fired up over Minecraft, dude. That was hilarious. You just kept dying, and you were just so pissed the whole time.
Mhm.
That was
What
funny.
was that,
Well,
Mark?
yeah,
Yeah.
I actually started a realm, so if you guys wanna join in, you can play on it whenever you want to. Because you get a month free on the realm, and then it's like $4 a month after that.
Oh
So,
shit.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, it's set up. I think you
And
can
I
have
can
up
just
to 10 people on it, but
I can
you can
just
just play
join
whenever.
whenever I want
Yep.
to, huh?
Yeah.
You should send me that link so I
Yeah.
can.
I actually have a command in my chat. If you type in exclamation point realm, it'll pop up.
Really?
Yep. Yeah. Because I've been doing realm streams, and I just have like that command there, so it's easier for. Yep. Right
Oh
there.
my god, it worked.
Yep.
That's crazy. I'm used to at least one or two people in by now. You know?
Yeah. I mean, I don't really ever expect too many people to come through because it's like pretty early, and I've noticed that like unless you're consistently streaming in the mornings, like because I normally stream in the afternoon and evening, so like that's when people like expect to see me on. So it's always throwing a curveball when I stream at 9 a.m. instead. But I'm trying to get the podcast into the weekly schedule. So
Yeah, it'd probably help you out with podcast scheduling if I didn't work all night too.
yeah, I
Uh,
mean now I'm working late too now, so I'm gonna have to start streaming like in that like earlier afternoons now if I want to
all
keep
these
a regular schedule.
irresponsible waking up late people. I wake up so early, it's the day before, bro. That's how early I wake up for work. I
Yeah,
go back in time. That's how early it is. Sucks.
yeah. Well, as far as newer games, not new. I mean, newer games for me that I've been trying out. I tried out that. Have you heard of Raft before? It's like a survival
A
game.
raft?
Yeah,
Yeah. We're
yeah.
stuck in the ocean.
It's like decent. It's kind of got some like it's like kind of got like forest vibes, but it's like way. It's not like spooky like the forest at all, but like it's a whole
I don't
lot of
know, man.
crafting and collecting materials and
I
just
love
like
the ocean, but if I was out in open water like that, I'd be very uncomfortable.
I don't know. I'd probably go insane.
Can't even drink that water, bro. Yeah.
Right. And then I got Elder Scrolls Online also because it was on sale.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's pretty fun. Oh, cool.
What's going on with it? The answers changed. My Microsoft account isn't technically mine. It's my stepdad's from 2005. So it's on his old email from 2005. So whenever I have problems, I literally have to talk to a person for like an hour and a half and explain the whole situation. Like my card's there, I pay for all the stuff on it. Like you can see it says Shane right there. It's just, my stepdad set up this account when I was 10 years old, bro. It's always a hassle. Luckily, I don't have to do that very often. It's like once every 2 years or something.
It's not too bad. You could always just set
Yeah.
up a new email too.
I could.
but
I
it takes
tried
practice.
doing that one time, but then it sent a confirmation to that one.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
You just can't
So it's
escape it.
no, not really. I'm kind of boned on it. But whatever. Whatever. I feel like I interrupted something here.
Oh, I don't know.
I don't know either. I'm so tired.
I'm kinda tired too.
No, you're
I'm usually
not.
not up this early.
Yeah.
Damn.
You working out then, or that's just when you wake up? I said, are you working out early, or is that just like when you wake up anyways? Yeah, it's just how you're wired. See, for me right now, even if I forget my alarm for work, I wake up at 10 PM on the fucking dot, you know? Like, in fact, last night, I forgot to plug in my phone and it died, and I woke up and I'm like, "I bet it's 10 o'clock," and it was.
Damn. Yeah,
It's
that's
nice
funny
when
how
it
that
works out like that. My job, I package donuts and I do a bunch of donuts from like scratch and stuff. And when I'm making the cake donuts, I like shoot it out of a gun into the fryer, you know? And every once in a while, I'll just get the perfect amount where I can have 12 dozen that I can box up perfectly, like no leftovers at all. And those are the best days at work because, like, man, it's just everything's working out. I have to sell the leftovers. Yeah, I have to
What do
put
you
them
do?
out in a display case and stuff. Well,
Oh,
there's
okay.
like a display case in the corner next to the bakery, and I fill that all the trays up, put them out there. I think we have 15 varieties of types of donuts with added flavor types too. So like rings, there's maple chocolate, sprinkle maple, sugar rings, glaze rings, these buttercream rings with either coconut, toasted coconut. Uh, I blend up some Oreos, turn them into powder, throw that shit on top, fruity pebbles.
Fruity Pebbles.
Man, yeah, dude.
That actually sounds pretty
I'm slinging donuts like a motherfucker, and I'm doing it good too.
good.
Um, because it's from scratch, it kind of just depends on who like made it that day, you know? Like some of my coworkers will make like the apple fritters bigger than other coworkers, you know? It's just depending on who works. Some days like the rings will be huge, and some days they'll be little tiny itty bitty rings. And that's when I'm like, "Oh, you didn't make enough dough, did you?"
Yeah, I gotta say, I like the thicker,
Mhm.
doughy donuts. I'm, like, the same way with, like, my pizza too. Like, I like thick, chewy, like, doughy pizza. I don't really like thin crust or anything.
Like flatbreads, but
Yeah. Flatbreads are good. Yeah, I'm not I mean, I'll eat thin crust, like, it's good, but I like the yeah. Oh, yeah. Yep. Oh, totally, yeah. I liked it to be like a cake with cheese on it.
man, I draw the line at Chicago style though. That's not pizza to me. Yeah. It it's just a pie. It's like literally, it's like, "Hey, give him a pie, give him a slice of pie." Like, it's actually a pie. It's like what a peasant would eat in the 1700s, just a meat pie. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Oh, oh,
No,
um,
I
I'm in
moved.
Great Falls.
I'm still in Missoula, but I moved out of those apartments, like I think I moved out before you moved away. Yeah, a little bit, 'cause
Been a couple of years
I
now.
moved out like a year before COVID happened. Yeah.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah.
I liked it because I could go downtown and drink a lot with Elliot and then pass out a couple blocks away. That was pretty nice.
That happened. There's a lot of those guys.
Exactly. Wasn't like the Golden Rose and stuff around there, right?
It was, like, right there,
Mhm.
yeah. Yeah, yeah, the Rhino. Yeah.
Around the one with the basketball hoop?
No, Bodega's the one with the basketball
Bodega's
hoop.
basketball hoop.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they had, like, a quarter court inside of their bar.
Yeah, they had like a net so no one would get hit in the face with basketball and stuff, and then it's just drunk people doing pickup games all night. It's pretty fun. That stuff's been around over there since my dad was like 21. You know, they always had the basketball hoop. That is oh,
Oh, yeah, like, it was, like, the Badlander,
Badlander, yep.
yeah, Golden Rose, yeah, all of that, yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know Badlander had like gay night every Friday, and I remember showing up Friday. Yeah, I
They had drag
showed
shows and
up.
stuff too.
Mhm. I'd show up and I'd be like, "Wow, I've never had so many people order me drinks before," and I never realized, like, "Oh, there's just a bunch of dudes trying to get in my pants all night because I didn't know it was gay night. I'm like, "These dudes are chill as fuck, bro."
Especially, like, in that like, particular, like, complex, like the Golden Rose, it got pretty weird there. Like, a lot of the, like, regulars there, the people that would go there from, like, 5 to bar close every day were, like, pretty fucking weird.
That's like high school stuff right there.
Yeah.
Missoula is stuck in its cliques 100%. I went to, the Real Lounge to watch this industrial lady do a show in, like, a basement, and in Great Falls, I'm the weirdo, right? Like, I'm the guy who usually has long hair, have a couple tattoos, right? So I'm usually the weirdo in Great Falls, and I showed up there, and everyone was looking at me like I was a fucking undercover cop or, you know? No one, not a single person
"Oh,
except
hey,
for the
I'm
girl I
getting
went there
raided.
with was
Timbo the
nice to
Slice
me.
is raiding with 6 people. Thanks for that raid, dude.
I
Appreciate it.
appreciate it.
What's up?
Thank you, bro.
What's up, Kate the Great? Let me give you a shout out real quick.
Shout out to Kate the Great. I
How
like
do
your
I share this?
squads. I like the hype. Oh shit, it got cupcakes on it. Pretty good. See, that's good podcast material, just talking about the comments the whole time.
Right? But, Manson, you were talking about some leaks or something about Elden Ring? Did you
Yes. Elden Ring DLC leak.
Oh, okay, I
They
mean,
accidentally
everyone
leaked DLC on Twitter.
dude, nothing's safe on the internet anymore, like, everything just gets leaked now, like
DLC, as of far everyone knows so far, it's coming out about March 2023, which is still pretty far away, but the game is pretty new.
yeah,
And it's right now it's called Barbarians of the Badlands.
cool, okay,
So I think the plan is you're just going to a whole new continent. Yeah, it's planned DLC for next year that they accidentally leaked a couple days ago. Mhm. Never clicked.
just not your cup of tea.
Well, bro, I never parry. In Elden Ring, I don't even set it on my shield. I just set my weapons art on that side, you know? I never had a parry in that whole game. I'd rather jump like 12 feet in the air and shoot a nice sword into the ground and explode it, you know? Uh, Yeah, that's more myself. Elden Ring is I would say it's the most accessible of all of From Software's games and the
Oh,
Souls
by
series kind of
far,
stuff.
yeah.
Because in like Dark
The
Souls,
best
if you run into a boss and you can't beat the boss, you're just stuck there. But in Elden Ring, it's like I'm just gonna turn 15 degrees to the right, and I'm gonna walk 2 miles, and I'm gonna find 100 things I can do. You know? And you have the NPC summoning at all points at every boss fight. And honestly, a lot of the weapons and skills in that game are just busted anyways. And they're keeping it busted because it's like, it's mostly single player, you know?
yeah.
Yeah, it's my favorite from soft games so far. 100%.
Yeah, I'd say it's my favorite just because it's really close to like Dark Souls 3 is my favorite FromSoft game for a while, and then Elden Ring is just like peak Dark Souls. Like they just perfected
It's
the Dark Souls
everything,
formula.
dude.
Like
It's
yeah,
like almost every single mechanic they've ever had in those games is in Elden Ring. And it's all at once, too.
and it's open
So
world.
good. Hmm. Oh, Udex Gunder. Yeah, my first go at Dark Souls was pretty pathetic.
Yeah,
Like,
same.
it took me like a month to beat the first three bosses in that. I was on
Yeah, it's
Quelaag
got a
for
really
like
steep
3 weeks.
learning curve. So it's like at first it's like really, really, really hard, but once you get
Mhm.
past once you can get past like the beginning of one of those games, it like kind of levels out for a while until you get
And the
towards like the end.
stronger you get, the more choices and variety you have to deal with the situation too. Like, especially Elden Ring, you can
Hey,
farm materials that can reallocate your stats.
thank you for those bits.
So,
I
like, if
appreciate it.
I'm fighting like a fast boss that can stagger and I don't have a big sword, just go up and then reallocate your stats, and then you just smack them in the face with the big sword. It's very good. Hmm. I like to be able to change things up, you know? Have you played Cyberpunk yet? Do you have a PlayStation 5? Do you have the new Xbox? Ah,
I'll say you can get on PC though.
I don't know
But
how well it runs on PC
I
right
heard
now.
I everybody was talking about how it ran like spectacular on PC when it first came out because a bunch of
Okay.
PC gamers were like, "Oh, they shouldn't have even made Cyberpunk for console because it runs like shit." Like they should. It seems like at first it was kind of like optimized for PC. I don't know how it is
Mhm. I
now.
don't want to make this the third podcast in a row where I say it's better on the PlayStation, but it is way better
On the
on PlayStation
PS5.
5 than
Oh, I bet it's
4.
better on PS5 now, but I think when it came out, like their PS5 wasn't even out yet, was it? Or
Yeah,
I can't remember.
maybe that
It,
sounds about right.
oh yeah, they're having troubles on PS4 too. It, like damn near
We'll beat
bricked
it.
my system.
It's a completely different game than when it first came out for sure. They've added more cars and weapons and abilities. Like my play style in that game is I got rid of all cyberware that I can hack things, and instead I added a thing called Sandviston, which slows down time by 20% for 25 seconds because I bought the legendary one for like 50,000 bucks. And my playing style is go invisible with active camo, kill as many people as I can with the katana invisible, and then when I go visible again, then we slow down time. And by the time I'm done, there's just limbs and like people cut in half, like all over the place. And in real time, I'm pretty sure it was maybe 15 seconds, you know?
Hey, Sarnik, thank you for that
Mhm.
follow. Appreciate
It's
it.
there's so much variety. Like I like to run that and then I also run tech right now too. So I have what's called like a smart gun, kind of like a Titanfall, like a smart pistol. Or
Are you doing the Mantis blades too, or
no, not this time.
okay?
I've
What is it? Mantis blades, like rocket fist or something like that, and
It's Mantis Blade, Rocket Fist. You have a nano wire, which is two wires that come out of your hands that go really far, and they just cut off limbs too, just
that
way
sounds
further
sick.
away. And a gorilla fists too, where you just punch the shit out of people. And I think it would have had so it's made by the people who made the Witcher series, right? And Witcher 3 was famous for the amount of choices you could make affecting the story. And I feel like that's what they wanted to go for, but you know, higher ups called it way too early. There's like a whole underdeveloped like undercity that they never got to release that they're almost done with too. That I hope they add in here soon, you know? It is a lot to do, not story-wise. Yeah, I could see that.
I'm
There is a
s-
lot to do non-story-wise. There's random, like, crimes always going on, there's thievery missions. You got, like, 6 different fixers who just send you jobs randomly, and the higher your street cred goes, the weirder and crazier the jobs get. Like, there's a job I did where I had Johnny Silverhand take over my body so he could play one more concert with his old band, you know?
oh yeah, I remember that one.
Yeah.
We got a message in chat real quick.
Oh yeah.
Sarnrick says, yeah, that they haven't played the Witcher games, sadly, but they've read the books. I haven't read the Witcher books. I kind
You
of
read
I
Polish?
Polish.
Because you
I've
have
thought about getting one of
Witcher
those. Witcher
you
2
have
looks
Witcher
fun.
1 and 2?
Witcher
Those are
1, they're
games made for, like,
huge.
aliens, dude. Mhm. Oh, gotcha. Mm. Oh,
Oh, yeah.
dude, Just Cause. That's the definition of a fun type game where you have tons of shit to do, but at the same time, it's just, like, empty. Which is yeah, which is sometimes you just need to do that.
Yeah, it
Every
kinda reminds
once
me,
in a
have you ever
while
played,
yeah.
Saints Row? Like,
Oh, I've only played Saints Row 3, but I'm pretty sure that's a good one to have
it's
played.
like one of those fun games just to hop in and just fuck around, like, even more, like, than Grand Theft Auto just because it's, like, so over the top, like, ridiculous.
Grand
Yeah, yeah.
uh,
Yeah, that's the last one I played. Huge fan of Sarnrick's a huge fan of Dark Souls. No, nice, you're in the right place for that.
yeah,
You love Saints Row: Gat Out of Hell. Yeah, that was, like, kind of the newest one. Um, yeah, as far I don't think are they making a new Saints Row? Because
yeah.
I know GTA 6 is coming out
No, it's
eventually,
not. No way.
like,
Never.
2 more
GTA
years, maybe?
6 will come out when
It's like
Skyrim
yeah,
3
that's like
comes out.
Elder Scrolls 6. Like, they straight up
Yeah,
teased Elder Scrolls 6 3 or
like
4 years
5
ago.
I thought it was, like, almost 5, like, 4
4
years
I
at
think it was 4
least.
years ago, and, um
They showed a picture of one mountain and everyone got hyped but me, because I knew that shit wasn't coming out.
yeah, I didn't think it was gonna be this long because usually it's a tease and then, like, 2 years you get a trailer, and then you get a release date, but it's been 4 years and still no trailer.
Yo,
So
Mark, you might wanna turn up your microphone volume just a little bit. I think, at least on my end, you're getting really overpowered by Elliot. I can't hear myself, obviously.
Oh, actually, yeah, you might want to turn up just a scotch. Hey, Linders, what's up?
Linders, hope you are
Oh,
all doing well. No, I hope you're doing well.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
I got new emotes too. Look, they look decent. I had to like recommission. I think I spent like it wasn't that much, but the first batch that I ordered turned out to be like super shitty Photoshop edits of like my like profile picture, and I was like, dude, I literally messaged the person. I was like, hey man, like
I
I
want to refund.
appreciate the effort, but like I could have done a better job than this. Like, and I don't even like do this shit.
That's why you
And
gotta
they're
be
like, oh
careful
well,
on Fiverr.
yeah. And I was just like, okay, I will redo them, and then they turned out a lot better. So
If I give you the money for it, can I get you to commission an emote that's just me as an anime girl with huge old titties?
yeah, definitely. I'm sure we can get that done.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
like,
My honker donker lose. What are you distracted? I'll just go on Fiverr and be like,
yeah. I
"This is
mean,
what I look like," and turn me
you could.
into an anime girl.
I don't really know what people use to make emotes. I think the person that I commissioned was using Photoshop or something. But yeah, it was literally the first batch was just like they took my like
Yeah, like 50
file
pixels
avatar.
by 50.
Yeah, you need it to be 50 by 50 pixels, but what you want to do for because I've like exported my own emotes, like I have like um my avatar as like an emote, and all I did was like I threw it into Photoshop and exported it 3 different times to scale it down as a PNG so the quality would still stay really good and then you want it to get it down to 112 by 112, and then you throw that into the Twitch emotes, and then they'll keep scaling it down to 50 for you. So
Weird.
it's not that hard. You just have to do a lot of exporting, and resizing. And that's about it. And you can make pretty much anything into an emote as long as you have like Photoshop. Um,
Hmm.
yeah.
Anything?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, jet plane. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
You're
you're
good.
a lot better.
Oh, that's sick.
Alright.
Yeah, yeah, totally. Yeah.
I
Also,
don't
for anybody in shit, kind of want to grab your link for YouTube. I'll do that real quick. Give you a
Yeah,
quick plug. Um,
I need to finish watching Avatar. I'm about halfway through the first season right now. I never watched it when I was a kid, and I just started it recently because everyone's just hyped about it all the time. It's pretty good. It's for a kid show. I don't even really call it a kid show. It's just like a show, you know? I feel like I like shows aimed at kids that don't treat kids just like idiots all the time. Because, kids are idiots, but they can understand, like, story circles and emotional connections between characters and stuff. It doesn't have to be wah wah wubsy until you're like 14, you know? Like the old
yeah.
Teen Titans.
Oh,
That
dude.
shit was
Yeah. Okay.
amazing.
Yeah. I don't. How'd you feel about the reboot, the Teen Titans Go or whatever? Did you see that? Oh,
Yeah, I heard that, like, as the seasons go on, like, I think they get less supervision or something, so they just do whatever they want. That's what happened with that Barnyard show that was on Nickelodeon, is they were told that they were gonna be canceled, so they just went crazy on the last season. It just went nuts. Yeah, pretty much, it's like, "We're getting canceled anyways, let's just throw this shit out there." Yeah.
Right.
Ooh, new season of Rick and Morty coming out soonish.
Yeah, yeah, dude. Did you
I'm
watch the
ready.
last season, season 5? Or
Yeah.
was it season 5? Or was it
Yeah, it was season 5. Next one's season 6. My favorite episode of last season was the Thanksgiving episode, 100%.
Oh, yeah, that one's that
Fighting
one's
the half turkey mutants, and then it's like, "Well, you don't you realize that Thanksgiving is actually about the pilgrims fighting off the turkeys?" And I'm like, "This is great." I was a big fan of Dan Harmon before Rick and Morty. I just didn't know who he was because I watched the show Community a lot. Like, mhm. And then I just binged all of Community, and then I saw like creator of Rick and Morty. I'm like, that dude who made Community made fucking Rick and Morty. It's just insane. And then I started listening to his podcast he had for like 10 years. I'm like, oh my god, this dude. I hate him. I'd never hang out with him once in my life, but I really think he's a smart and funny guy. Like he would annoy the shit out of me if I hung out with him, but keep on making the shows, that's all I'm saying.
Yeah, there's another show coming out that's made by the the creators of Rick and Morty, and it's about I think it's about, like, like, Satan's daughter or something like that, and
Is it like a
I forget what it's
reboot of
called.
Lucy, Daughter of the Devil or something?
I don't maybe it is. I don't think it looks like a brand new show. It looks kind of decent. Definitely just from the trailer that I watched, it didn't look quite as good as Rick and
Is
Morty.
it just like same
But
studio?
Danny DeVito voices,
Oh,
the devil, so got something to work with there.
I'm the trash man. I take all the trash and I throw it in the ring.
Yeah, dude.
I Oh hell yeah, bro. New season just coming out now, I think, if I remember it. Hell of a Boss is 100% Tumblr, like, internet bait, but I love that show. I love way more cringy shit than Hell of a Boss, so I watched Kobayashi's Dragon Maid, dude, like
Yeah,
it's
I haven't
about a dragon who like, this lady is walking home drunk after work, like, singing karaoke, and she sees a dragon with a sword in its side, and she's like, "I'll take that out," while she's drunk, pulls it out, wakes up from a blackout the next day, and there's just a lady in a maid outfit saying she'll serve her for the rest of her life. And then it turns out she's a dragon. It's very wholesome. There's a lot of creepy, weird pedo shit though in the show.
weird.
Like the show's really good, and then there's like 30 seconds of season one where like two little girls are wrestling. I'm like, you didn't need to include that part. I know why you included it for all the freakazoids out there. Probably make more money that way, but you know, like the show is like a 9 out of 10, and without those parts, for me, it would be a 10 out of 10. You know?
Okay, fair enough. For the content. Oh, yeah.
Seth
Oh, Seth
MacFarlane.
MacFarlane.
Todd McFarlane is the guy who made Spawn.
Oh, really? I
Yeah.
didn't even know that.
Mhm.
I'm supposed to be the
Seth
comic book nerd
MacFarlane
too.
is the Family Guy guy. He also has like the Orville and stuff. Yeah. I'm so glad someone else has seen it, bro.
Nope, I haven't
Orville
seen
starts off where you think it's gonna be like a Family Guy Star Trek ripoff, and then it's like that for like 5 episodes, and then Seth MacFarlane's like, "Now it's Star Trek." I'm in season 2. Mhm. It's been going on since the '60s, you know?
It's
Orville is lit. Yeah, like after the first 5 episodes, it stops trying to be like a satire and it just turns into an even better Star Trek.
I'm gonna have to watch it then. Jeez.
I think
What's it on?
it is.
What do you guys watch your stuff on? Do you watch it on Netflix or do you have any like
Um, I have Netflix. I have Netflix, but then I have Hulu, but I don't pay for Hulu, and I have HBO, but I don't pay for HBO.
that was pretty good. Tier
Yeah.
3 streaming services?
hmm
Okay, cool.
I
'Cause
need to get a
I used to go to,
streaming
like
site where I can watch Dragon Ball. That's not the $20 a month of Funimation.
there's one yeah, there's some websites. There's I think there's, like, Anime 9 or something like that, or not it's either Anime 9 or 9 Anime or something. Okay.
Gotcha. Watch Big O, bro. If I
There you
could
go.
find Big O, that would be lit. It's an anime on Toonami in the early 2000s. Imagine Bruce Wayne if he had a mech.
That sounds sick.
It is sick. Yeah, Big O's
Actually,
cool.
I'm pretty sure Batman does have, like, a mech suit. Like, there's definitely a comic where he busts
Oh,
out, like, a big
I'm talking
you're talking
about
about
Godzilla size.
oh, you're talking about, like, Neon Genesis type
Yeah,
shit.
NGE, bro, 100% about that big. But he has like these two like sledgehammers in his elbows in the mech, so he punches you and it already like it's crazy. And then the hammer goes down in his elbow and he just explodes monsters. It's amazing.
Sounds like a good time. I've been really wanting to rewatch, the original Ghost in the Shell series from, like, the '90s, just because, like, such a good cyberpunk aesthetic, like, it's so good.
Talking about the Aeon Flux. That's a name I haven't heard since I was like 7. That
Yeah.
Bro, Animatrix, have you seen that?
Oh, shit, yeah, yeah. You showed me that actually.
Animatrix. There's so many mindfuck animated shows when I was a kid. Like those shows should have came out 10 years later. Have you guys ever seen like Paranoia Agent before?
Oh, I haven't seen that one.
It's made by the guy who made the movie. I think it's called Perfect Blue. Maybe it's a '90s anime movie, and his stuff's always just weird and kind of psychedelic in a way, like always mind fucking you. Paranoia Agent is just literally this girl. She creates a mascot, kind of like Hello Kitty, and the whole world's waiting for her new design for a new mascot. And then she just gets hit in the head with the kid with a golden baseball bat. And it just spirals out of control after that point. Like after the first 15 minutes of the first episode, you just can't trust what you're watching at all.
I love shows like that. Oh, hold on. One sec.
Mhm.
Ouch.
Oh, he gone, but we can still talk. What? In your stream or Elliot's stream? Oh, in Discord? Gotcha. Okay. Oh, I see it. Hell fucking yeah, dude. I got a 3-day weekend on my hands right now at this moment. So I'm gonna have plenty of time to go through this stuff. I didn't know what isekai was when I watched it, but, I watched, what's it called? It's the one where no, I did watch Sword Art Online, but it's the most recent one I've watched is, like, about a slime. Like, that time I was reincarnated as a slime, I've watched about 6 episodes of that recently. That show's good, bro. That's one of the ones people, like, keep telling me to watch is Overlord.
Whoa, were you guys talking about
Mhm,
Sword Art Online?
mhm. Konosuba. That's an isekai too, isn't it? Mhm.
Re:Zero.
Re:Zero, my buddy Wyatt has been trying to make me watch Re:Zero for, like, 3 years. Yeah. Redo of Healer. Is that is that the is that the Power Revenge one? Where he, like, literally turns all these bitches into his slaves and stuff? Breaks their fingers one by one and yeah. You'll either take my pole or you'll take this pole, and it's like a fire poker that's red hot.
What the fuck?
From what I hear, they deserve it, though. From what I hear. Mhm. Uh-huh. Yeah, I heard that the stuff that was happening to him was pretty rough, so he didn't ever do anything like that. I God
Yeah,
I'm Goblin
Goblin Slayer's
Slayer,
sick.
dude,
That it starts off so crazy too. It's like at first it's like a little you think it's just gonna be like just some like vanilla like
you know,
RPG
like
anime, and you're like,
D&D.
oh, everyone's just having a good time. They're all just like so like
"Let's
they're
go
all just so
level
happy.
up
Yeah, and
it."
fucking go get like murdered and raped by these goblins
My
and all this
god.
shit. And you're like, oh
And then
fuck.
our boy walks down that tunnel and just commits war crimes.
Right.
And mhm. And, his new teammates later on is like, "Can you just do less war crimes on the goblins? Just, like, no more fire. No more lighting 20 of them on fire and they burn alive for 2 minutes." Nah.
Yeah.
Uh, have you not looked at the title of the show, bro? There's
I
a
like how there
famous
was like different like tiers of goblins though throughout the
Mhm.
show.
Yeah, you got the regular bitch ass goblins, you got the hobgoblins a little bigger, and they got, like, the ogres, which is a goblinoid creature, so still counts in my book. Oh god.
Yeah.
Ooh. Mhm. I really enjoyed how, he like, they don't show his face the whole time, and everyone's just like, "I wonder what he looks like," and he takes off his helmet, and it's that Squidward reaction meme of like, "Oh no, he's hot!" Like, everyone expected, like, this mangled, like, deranged, like, looking dude, and it's like, "No, he's just, like, a cute, like, J-pop star, bro." Mhm. Overlord's been on the list for a couple months for me now. He's the overlord, man. They had that Isekai High School show, right? Yeah, it had Overlord, Konosuba, I think maybe SAO? It's like all the isekai. Yeah, there we go. Yep, that one. So they got double isekai'd. I was about to say, that's like all isekais is, "We got to
What's that
kill the
TV show?
Demon King." Mhm, mhm. Yeah. God, that's it's like that's biblical.
What Z is asking
Okay.
what the anime discussion's about. I think we're talking about
Mhm. Right. Mhm. Ah, people can do it. I see.
oh,
Mhm. I, that's kinda like me almost talking about, like, the Dark Souls games because 'cause I'm not fully 100% committed to this idea yet, but this idea keeps getting thrown around online where all of the games, like Dark Souls, Elden Ring, Bloodborne, Demon Souls, all of those games are actually interconnected with each other too. Like, I watched a video that's like 50 minutes long of being like, well, you see, if you read these descriptions, you can see how this links to this game and this game links to that game. And I'm like, I'm half convinced.
well, it wasn't
I
there a
can
theory
see.
about how Elden Ring was just the entire world of Elden Ring was a painted world or something like that within like Dark Souls or something?
Think Miyazaki said that
Oh, Miyazaki said that?
yeah, Miyazaki said all of his worlds are painted worlds
Okay, so then
that
what's
can be accessed from the outside.
okay, so then what's like the original world then? Like the world that you enter the other worlds from? Like,
I believe it's our world.
oh, okay then.
Yeah.
That's cool.
pretty sure it's our world that leads into all of the other worlds,
Yeah,
you know?
those Dark Souls timelines and, like, stories are all so convoluted and, like, so weird to
Dark Souls
follow.
3, it's like it could have been 2,000 years since the first game, or it can be 80 million years since the first game, you
Well,
know?
it's just like, yeah, the whole thing is, like, you get the choice of rekindling the flame or not,
Mhm.
and then, like, it's just like,
A
you don't know how
cycle of
many times.
light and dark.
Yeah, you don't know how many times the flame's been rekindled, like, by the
Yeah.
time you get to the next game, because
You
there's
don't
just been.
know. It's actually they are already dead. Everyone's undead, actually. And,
And then you have to gain, like, humanity
yeah,
and or
so we could get into this if you
yeah,
really want to. But I'll give you a quick. So basically, nothing existed except for grayness, which isn't light or dark, and there's in everlasting trees and dragons.
thought it was,
And
like,
then
lava, which I think it was.
all of a sudden the first flame was lit, and then space and time was created during that, and all these little tiny insignificant creatures found the flame, created their own souls from the flame, and assigned themselves roles. They had a big old war. The guy who led the war against the dragons created a curse on humanity that forces them to rekindle the flame. And that's basically the easiest way I can throw it down. It's like this curse. If you're undead, like you'll just stay undead forever unless if you break the curse, which is either linking the flame or doing the Age of Dark, and that's pretty much it. And they do that probably a million times. It's just a cycle, yeah. The third game is like about breaking the cycle though. Like the canon ending of the game is actually leaving that universe itself, going into a new painted world, which is pretty good. Those games have really cool lore, but they don't tell you none of that shit. I have to wait for Vadi Vidya every 2 months before I figure out what's going on.
It just, like, that guy works. Like, he, like,
Mhm.
probably just spends just hours and hours and hours going through every little item description, like, checking
Mhm.
every nook and cranny and every theory out there,
If you
like.
take this layer off the character model, you can see this scar, which references the fight they had with this
Yeah,
guy.
right, no, there was actually there's that part in his video where he takes the helmet off of one of the NPCs. He's like, "You can see the NPC's, like, actual face if you mod the game and take the helmet off. It's the same as the one in this picture right here in the castle." It's like, my god, dude,
Yeah,
this
they
is
spent the
insane.
time to model the face. Holy
Yeah,
shit.
the face that you're
The
not even
thing no
supposed
one
to
will
see.
see?
Well, they know people are gonna dig into the game like that at this point, like, people
True.
found, like, walls. There's, like, you know how there's, like, the mimic walls that you can hit,
Yeah.
or not mimic walls, the fake walls that you can hit,
Yeah,
so they, like,
illusory.
yeah, like, there's one wall in the castle, I forget what the castle's called in, the one up by the volcano. Oh, Volcano Manor.
Volcano Manor,
Um,
yeah.
but there's a wall there that if you hit, like, 500 and some odd times, it will just, like, disappear. And so, like, for a while, people were thinking, like, "Oh, shit. Like, this is a crazy, like, Easter egg that they might have hid throughout the game. There might be, like, these crazy, like, hidden walls," but it turns out it was
Mhm.
just, like, a coding error or something to
Oh.
where they were gonna have it be. It was they were either planning on having that be an illusory wall or they were doing
Mhm.
a test run on illusory walls there, but they just, like, were, like, instead of, taking off, like, the whatever code it was to make it illusory, they just, like, gave it a health bar, an
Mhm.
invisible health bar. So, like, once you hit it, like, 500 times, then the wall, like, disappears and breaks. But it
Okay.
was just there as, like, a test for, like, the beta or something. So, like, people were, like, thinking it was some crazy Easter egg, but it was just, like, a little bug that they never took out.
I was really hoping there wasn't gonna be illusory walls in that game because it's just way big. And finding the first illusory wall almost made me depressed because that meant I had to actually pretty much hit every wall with a message next to it.
Right.
It's like, okay, this
Oh, no worries. Been an
it's
hour?
all good, yeah.
Yeah, no worries.
It's all good. Don't worry about it.
Yeah,
Yeah, of course.
yeah, dude. Yeah, it's awesome.
Weekly Wednesdays. That's usually the schedule, and you can join whenever you want. It's nice having another person.
Oh, totally.
Yeah, of course. You want to
Yeah.
plug anything before you head out? All
Cool.
right,
Sounds
sounds
great,
good.
man.
Yeah.